When I go to church, I meet many deaf girls. So they always say, I want to copy you. I want to be like you. So I can do this and that. I could go to university. I can do something. So I believe they can copy and become like me. This is my home where I was born. That was about 27 years ago. It really feels good to be back home again. Home is where you find your first love. So many times I came back home, I find the love that I always had. When I was growing up, I went to a hearing school. I started learning sign language about 5 years ago. But initially, I didn't have any sign language in me. But my family could find a way of communicating with me. So they could write or they could speak slowly, then they could help me understand. From the village perspective, they might fear other people to see their disabled child. Maybe they will think it's a curse or something. Or some might say it's witchcraft. It's a village way of thinking. If people know that you have a deaf or disabled child, then they might shy away from you. They will not interact with your family. When a parent sees a successful deaf person, they will feel that their deaf child can also become like so-and-so. Most of the time, the parents are surprised. Are you deaf? Is that true? You finished Form 4. You finished university. Most of the time, the parents get surprised because they are not aware deaf people can do so many things. Because I was lonely, most of the time I would look at my mother as a role model because she never gave up on me. When I see my mother, I always say, yes, that is Mum.
We could not notice that she was deaf. I used to beat her very hard. I call her. She doesn't understand. She doesn't say anything. Now I say, Georgine, what is happening with you? I was really beating Georgine, not knowing that she was deaf. Georgine was just born normal, and when she was growing, she came to be deaf. So I think deaf is not a taboo. Me, I was not ashamed, but some mothers, they are ashamed because if you give birth to a lady or a baby boy, girl, like Georgine, some people may think that it is a curse. Maybe somebody has bewitched the kid. You see, that is a taboo. The taboo can only be broken by creating awareness. Tell them the truth of the matter. Whether a kid is disabled or what, a kid is a kid. If you take care, mold her, mold him very nicely, the kid will be somebody, someday, somewhere. As a family, we are very much proud. And as a mother, I'm very much proud because I did the right thing. So Georgine is now somewhere.
So what was your goal of visiting me? I wanted to see you. I wanted to know your home. If you have deaf people around, oh, I have found you. How do you feel? I feel great. Why? Because I have seen how you're interacting. That's good. You told me that you have already finished your O-levels. You got a C. So do you want to go to university? Or do you want to go to college? Or what do you want? Or you want to stay at home? No, I don't want to stay at home. I want to get to college and do computers. After that, then I will do some training in teaching so that I could help children. Why do you want to teach the children and not adults like you who are finishing secondary school? Why do you have interest in children? That is what I like. The deaf children don't know sign language, so I want to try and teach them sign language for them to understand sign language. Wow, that is good. If you nurture a deaf child and also learn how to communicate, this means that in future, that child will do wonderful things that you didn't know. That's my vision. Maybe in 10 years to come, we will find all the deaf children who are hidden in the villages.
The problem with these children, you see, we at home here, at times we go out to look for our daily bread and all this. These children are here alone. And you see, they cannot keep on staying at home at a place. They walk everywhere. They go to visit every home, and in finding those homes, you find people misleading them, beating them, mistreating them, because they don't understand. We are just asking if we can have the government or any society can help us to keep them somewhere in a safe place.
If you can find something to support the children to go to school, maybe boarding school, they could go and come back home. Because out there, you cannot find love. You find love at home. If at home everything is okay, then out there they can be successful.
We as parents, we also need to be educated on how to talk with them, you see, because we don't know, like those sign language. We need to be taught.
That is very good. I'm happy to know that you are interested in learning sign language. Maybe I will try and find a way how you can learn sign language, at least so that you could communicate with your children. In 10 years' time, I believe by that time I will have done my master's. I will have done my doctorate. Maybe I will come back home to mentor children with disability and talk to parents on how to mentor their children, how to encourage their children to get education and get a good life. So I want to come back and do that.